Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm playing a very different game. So normally I just play The Sims on this channel pretty much. But today I'm wanting to play ClanFolk. I've mentioned this in a few videos and I thought it's a new year, let's play a new game. So this game, if you've never heard of it, is a life simulation game still. It's like The Sims, but it's like a historic one. I actually really love this. I bought it like a year ago. I haven't played it a lot, but you know, I really enjoy it whenever I do play it and I get really into it. I love like history and stuff, and I love playing The Sims historically as well, which is why this really like appeals to me. So I thought, why not actually share this game with everyone? I do want to start playing a bit more variety on this channel. I don't want to just play absolutely just The Sims because I do get a little burnt out on The Sims sometimes. So I don't always want to just play The Sims. So ClanFolk is one of the games that I've been thinking of playing. So I've started a brand new family. So this game, you have your little clan and you've got to build them from the ground up and survive. So we start in summer and we gotta get prepared for winter. That's like the main goal for these first few like days. First few day or two, it's survival, making sure you've got enough of food and everything to survive the next few days, and then it's also getting all stocked up, getting all your tools so you can get a house and shelter for winter. Now, I'm not amazing at this game. I have survived winter both times I have started a new family, so I'm okay in that aspect. The first time I barely survived and I learned from my mistakes. The last save I did actually survive quite a bit of it. Pretty well until we got to the end for some reason. Like all my food just rotted and then that was it. I ran out of mushrooms. But I had learned from my mistakes. And for some reason my chickens on my last one, so you start with like 3 chickens, 2 hens, and 1 rooster. I don't know where they are. But they, for some reason in my first game, I was like, I had too many chicks in the end. And then in my second game, they just kept on dying. Like, the wild animals got them. Which I have been reading up. So I read a bit just before I started playing today. And apparently if I kill some of the wild foxes and wolves, they're less likely, there's less of them in the world, so they're less of a nuisance, whereas I was just trying to get them to be scared away. So I think I actively have to go out and actually hunt them. So that's something I have learned today, specifically. But that's a future problem. At the moment, we just need to focus on getting our clan built up. So there is a little family tree. So we have Neil, Gales? I'm bad at pronunciations, and this is based in Scotland, with it being clan. It's like Scotland in the 1300s, so very traditional Scottish names. So I'm not good at that. I am English, but I don't know a lot of Scottish names and how to pronounce things. So I'm sorry in advance. Then we got Jeanette, Dougal, Jane, Andrew, and Christine. I pronounce things how they're like spelt a lot, and that's not always the case, annoyingly. So our current clan chief is Neil. These are elders, our elderly senior, that's what they're called. So in this game we have the baby, juvenile, adult, and then seniors, and these like go off their ages. Though it shows her as if she's like about to die, but I don't think she is. I think I had this last time I started my game. Oh, maybe she is. I don't know. It wouldn't let me have her like be quite a bit away from dying for some reason. I don't know. We'll worry about that in a bit. So first, we got a lot of things on here. So we need water, we need beds, we need branches, we need stones, and cleaning stations. So for now, all we have really unlocked is a sleep zone, a wash zone, and a drink zone. So the beds will get fulfilled by the sleep zone, the cleaning by the wash zone, and the drink by the drink zone. And then we just need them to gather stuff. So in jobs here, we can gather stone, branches, berries, and mushrooms. We do have a little bit of food here, like we've got some smoked meat. And we had something else as well. What's this? Oh, that's a rooster? I don't know what has that 20 on it. I can't zoom in any further. Will everybody move? Oh, we got 20 dried mushrooms. But down here we can see like how many days of food we've got, which is 0. And then work, we can see like what time it is, like what people are doing, whether it's work time, time off, sleep, all that. So these all also have like skills, as you can see there. And like you can realign these based on, where is it? Based on like what is priorities and stuff. So you can like prioritize certain people to certain jobs. I just really kind of put their hated one towards the bottom. We don't really use these two, so I put them at the bottom and then their hated ones. Their favorites at the top. Though I do usually have a few people. I think I usually put that one first. I don't know. But I try and prioritize what they like for each of them and what they're really skilled at. So they're like really skilled at lumber and carpentry, and they got really good experience with that. Oh, I did not mean to click out of that. They like farming and livestock, though we don't really have much of that at the moment. They really like harvesting. And then I sometimes just move it around based on what they have really good skills with. But not always. I try not to have too many people with the same favorite activity at the top. So like, they're really skilled and good at livestock, and they really like it, so they're going to be more prioritized for that job than Neil is, because even though it's his favorite, he's much better skilled at other jobs. That's kind of like how I do it. Again, I got part of that off of like people's posts, like putting these at the bottom and then their hated jobs at the bottom. Again, it's just trying to be efficient with it, which I'm not very good at being efficient with things. So straight away, I'm just gonna put some drink zones in and wash zones. And then I'm gonna focus on beds in a minute because I want to see if I can unlock proper beds first. I don't think I can. And even if I could, like, they're not gonna have a shelter. But we need stones and branches. So let's gather a bunch of branches from here. And then all the stones are here. So let's do that and get people working on that. I do also need to gather berries because they don't really have any food, but they have enough just for today. And you can see like down here all the tasks that they have. So like gathering and everything, you can see like how many tasks they've got. Sometimes this reaches into like the hundreds. So already they've unlocked new ideas and objects. So we have a branch pile. And the ideas are like a skill tree thing. So to unlock like each of these, we have to like get so much of something, and it tells you what you need to unlock these stuff. And then as you get further down, there's like even more things. Like, I usually get to getting around a mixture of these. Like, I've never got a bathtub, and it takes absolutely forever, but in winter they're always a bit, like, stinky. And then that makes them unhappy. So, we do have the work zone to make basic tools. So let's unlock that. Get someone to build that. They're all probably gathering stone first. You can also change like priorities on stuff. Oh no, he's building that. Good. So you can like make things like emergency boosted and like other things like stop them so they don't do them. I'll sometimes do that if I'm planning to... Let's make 2 of those. But if I'm planning on like where I'm laying stuff out, I'll sometimes place them and then like stop them if I don't need them, so they don't get built, but they're like down. So I've got my little blueprints, if you will. We also get stockpiles where we can put like stuff. I'm holding off just for the moment. It makes things easier when you can keep everything together, but they're just not that good, honestly. They're all going over there. I will just have one here, that big. And I think that can just have like everything in, right? Crafting ingredients. Okay, I don't know what goes in there then. We do still need bed zones. There's also zones. I don't know what zones does really. Oh. Well, that's more useful. I didn't realize... Crazily enough, like I say, like I'm not 100% with this game. This inventory thing I've not really used. And yeah, I've just been looking up here, but sometimes it doesn't show everything for some reason. And then I've just realized that would show a lot more. So now we can harvest plants, which we do need, like, oats. Oats is always, like, my favorite one to get for some reason. Oats are really useful because they're a food source for down the line. Like, the seeds you can use for, like, food in winter. But straw is really what you need, which these reeds get. The reeds are also really easy to replant. Like, you don't need to worry about them. I'm trying to think, like, what else can we get? Hay. Okay, they are putting, like, all these things in there. And I made 2 of these zone stickles just so that we have 2 people working at a time on doing them. It's always best to have like at least more than one of each tool, I found. Obviously a lot of this stuff sounds very obvious, but like the game directs you to do it in like the easiest way possible, I guess. So yeah, now we've got a fresher unlocked, which will create seeds and straw, which, to be fair, we don't need the oats seeds just yet. Also over here are onions. I always struggle to see like what things are and find like all these, but I have since started learning what they look like a bit better. So these are neeps, and then these are onions. And I always think, oh, these are neeps. Oh. Okay, we can get different grains. So the thing is, I like the oats because you get straw from oats, as well as oat grain, which you use as food. And this wants me to make an eel trap, which we do need, because this is like our initial food source, is eels. So I am going to get 2 of those. As well, we need, I'm going to actually put the bed zones down. Well, sleep zones. How many? We got 7, right? Yeah, we got 7. So we have a little baby as well as thing. So they have to take care of the baby, but eventually she will age up to a juvenile, and once they're like juvenile and kids, they can just help out doing pretty much everything, I think. And then once they're adults, you can marry in workers and stuff, and that's how you obviously then grow your family. So it is kind of like a little really fun. It's really much more like involved in like management wise. Let's get a bunch of hay going. 200, because we got like 200 of the actual hay. Got it made into straw because we need a lot of straw. Straw and branches are like a big thing that you need, because straw enables, yeah, now we can plant more reeds, which is good because we have kind of just got rid of a bunch of reeds. We do need to gather the berries as well, because I believe that unlocks other things too. Okay, now we can get raw eels and cooking fires. So with these, the ideal thing is to set up a repeated queue thing for these, so that every day they go out and set this up to catch eels, basically. They don't have to stand there, they just set it up and it'll automatically work. So it's really useful. Let's as well get a cooking fire, and then we can cook the eels. And then they can eat it, because they can't eat it raw. Though the chickens will. So they sometimes steal them, which is fine. So let's... This also is flammable. You have, like... I've got to be careful with this, which makes building kind of hard sometimes, because the buildings are quite flammable. Because if you use straw, that's really flammable, and then if you use like wood, it is. So in my first playthrough, I decided to try and make a completely stone like building to put like all the work things that were flammable in, because I was scared. I did not do that my second run round, and I've been so much better, but then I just had like little encasings as well, not like a full room. Which again was like a much better thing. So we need a stone hoe. We also need some cooked eels. I'm just going to wait until tomorrow because we do have like a day's worth of food. And it is like, I think getting more towards the end of the day. And I don't want them to like leave raw eels around. But basically, yeah, we just have to wait and do that, and then once they've got that ready, they'll cook the eels tomorrow. Let's get a little... Okay, and here as well there's like blockers so we can stop items being placed, and the flammable ones. So because this is a flammable object, you just place that and then they won't put flammable items in this little area. So like they won't just put down some straw here and then have it set on fire and that's it. Your whole house is on fire, you know? Make a little food, little storage stockpile. So we've not really got any way to build anything because we haven't unlocked the stuff yet. But at least we got sleep zones. so you can go to sleep. Yeah, because like now it's turning to evening, which means if I would have like got them to do the eels. We've got an idea of grass. Okay, they need to poop. Okay, that's fine, I guess. They also want stone axes. That's fine. We'll get 2 of those. Let's get some no, I didn't want to grow grass. That's not actually what I wanted. What was it? Oh yeah, it was a poop hole. I'm trying to think where am I going to put this, because I want to kind of put it where I'm potentially going to do a farm, because it does fertilize the area. Okay, they need a second one? I forget they need to. Okay. It's also warning me that we don't have much food left. That's fine. Oh, these have to be built? Oh, good job I did it just in time then. Oh my god, you just left it with like literally 1 second to go. Now you guys aren't going to be able to poop. Whatever. That's a tomorrow problem, I guess. So especially in these early days, there's not much to it in the evenings. Like, they can't really do much. They're kind of just wandering around. They have nothing fun to do. We also have 0 days worth of food. Did we eat everything? Okay, no, we've got some stuff. It's just not enough for more than tomorrow. They also do like put the branches and the fire to keep the temperatures up. Also, where are our chickens? Okay, like you're down there. Okay, they're all in the water for some reason. They're fine. The livestock, like the chickens and stuff, they just pretty much look after themselves. But one thing that I didn't think was worth it in the first one was the cats. So I never got a cat. But in the second one, like I got like a load of cats, and they were actually really useful because they go out and hunt. So it saved like that from my actual like clan folk having to hunt all the time. Like it just meant they got like a little bit of extra food without them really having to do much. So like yeah, these are now setting up the ill trap. Also, now we finally unlocked sleeping straw, which I think we needed the toilet for. So for that, we just need like a load of straw, which is what I did want to unlock. Let's just put them there. I didn't mean to do that. Let's move you there. I was gonna say, I already set someone up to create that, so that's fine. So we've got a lot of straw, so it's fine. We also have unlocked animal beds. We also have dirt paths, but because I don't know where the actual buildings are gonna go just yet, I'm not gonna build that. We can also now clear bushes, stumps, trees. We can also get logs and a stone pick. If we got... No, we don't really have much stones, so let's... gather a load of stones again. There we go. And let's get 3 animal beds. Just put them there for now. So I think the house and everything will go kind of here. Or at least, like, I'll start building one there. I don't really know how to build in this game. Like, I know how. I just don't fully get, like, what the best layout is. You know? Does that make sense? Like, I just don't know how to lay out a house in the most effective way for this game. My last one, I kind of just built like one big main room and I started just building little bedrooms off the side of it. And that kind of worked out okay-ish. So I think that could be my little tactic for this one. But I'm not too sure. Because I feel like the rooms weren't big enough. But also if they were much bigger, they'd need better heating. So I'm not too sure on that. Let's get 2 of the oak grain. So we got some more straw. Because we need to unlock the... straw, like, wall. Where is that? Okay, I need a log for that. I probably need a log as well for this, I don't know, twine. How do I get twine again? A braiding spot, and how do I unlock that? With logs. Okay, yeah, I need some logs. We also have a lot of neeps around. That's pretty good. Let's clear some of these trees. It's also like good to get them working pretty hard on stuff, to like be constantly working, especially if you're trying to stock up. We also don't really have much food. Let's gather some more berries. Like, we've literally unlocked so much now. We've got, like, the butcher's block, because these bunnies that are around, we can actually hunt those and get little bits of meat from them and leather and everything. So they are pretty useful. So we need this to improve our general day-to-day. And let's get a butcher's block. Let's put this here so it's near like the food is all together. We can also mine gravel and mountains now, which the closest mountain is down here. We actually have iron ore here. But we do have quite a bit of like actual just large rocks, so we're pretty good just for now. Okay, so now we can get like raw meat, so we can get a snare kit, which a snare kit we do need to then hunt the bunnies. So we need to put them near the hiding holes, so the rabbit holes. We've also unlocked twine, so let's get like a bunch of twine. There is also, and I usually do this for like a lot of stuff, so this little cog means you can set like an auto supply, which is really good because it means you can like auto supply so much, and then once they've ran out of that, they will automatically go and create more. It's like with the tools, I like to do it so they've got like a decent amount of each tool, and I don't have to like remember that they've got no tools. So when they break, because they've been used, they'll just go and automatically make another one. Certain things you don't really need it on, like I guess food and stuff. It's better to do just the like repeat the queue thing. But it's just stuff that you're not going to really think of. And that's really useful. So I do it for like these. I'm going to keep them at 2 for now. Just because I don't want them really doing more than that. With twine, it's like I usually put it like 20 or something. But for now, I think I'm just going to leave that. So what else did we unlock? Oh, we unlocked the snare. So where is a bunny hole? Put one there. And is there another one? Because I did make another snare. I don't always find the best of luck with these. I don't know if I'm doing them too close to like our main base bit, and that's why I'm not getting any luck, because like they're getting scared a bit too much. I don't know. But we have 1 day worth of tools. Not tools, food. I was reading tool rack. So we've got a general stockpile, we've got a tool rack, weavery, and a simple bow. Again, a bow is really useful because that's also, we can hunt the bigger animals as well as the rabbits with that. What else do we have? Yeah, so then we can produce cloth with the weavery, which we do eventually need for like clothes and stuff, so we can survive the winter basically. Which this is what this whole thing's building up to at the moment. We're just trying to survive winter. Like we're only in summer day 2, but that's our goal for this starter bit, and then once you've survived winter, then it's like basically upgrade everything. Or at least that's my tactic. I don't know about others. There is also like scenarios and stuff where you start in like a harder environment. I don't feel like I'm ready for them, but it could be fun to play through some of those, even if I do fail miserably, because it's all a learning curve. He's very happy. I think it's because that's his like a job that he likes, maybe. So now we can hunt wild animal. We got so many unlocks. So what else do we have? Oh yeah, we got all these like piles and stuff. Let's get a straw one because that's like actually quite useful to have. I mean, so are all the other ones. I kind of just forget about them. And then they become too many and I can't keep up with what we actually do have. Let's also get a stones pile and a branches pile. We're still waiting on our walls. Why did that tell me I could... put a corpse in? Oh, it's the seniors. I always forget. I think the seniors die when they run out of health. When they run down. Whereas everybody else adds up. And I always forget and get it the wrong way around. Whenever I start, I'm like, why are my elders about to die? But they're not. They're actually like really close to have just aged out. They're like, they got there a while. Usually I find they die around like the end of winter time. Or at least in the last 2 games I've had, that's around the right time. See, they must have already killed some sort of animal and used... Oh, yeah, there's another one in that trap. So these are already working out better for me. Because we've already got, like, some meat here, and we got this fresh hide. And now we can cook meat. You can also move things around on this. So obviously I just moved that. I also do need a rock heap. Let's put that there. I'm probably going to need to chop down some more trees. Crazy. I also don't know if we've got any mushrooms yet. We have still only got like 1 day's worth of food. So hopefully we can up that. Also, yeah, we have a hide rack, which I will put here, I guess. We don't really need it for anything at this moment in time. Also, anything you put in this queue, it will get repeated the next day. It's just the way it works. So I always have to either move it around or just remove it if it's a one-time thing. So we do need a weavery. I think that's like the next thing that's going to really unlock stuff. Though I swear I got a bunch of twine, and that didn't unlock the buildings. Unless I needed something else. I'm clicking all the wrong buttons. Oh, I need another, like, 10 twine. Okay, let's just get that to, like, 50. Near enough. Okay, we got another, like, 5 cooked meat. Okay, and now we can get walls. So now I've got to kind of think, where am I going to put the house? Obviously, I'm going to make everything out of straw to begin with. But it's just how big do I want the house to be? Because as well, like, the roofs only, last so long. So let's maybe put that there, and then that there, and 2 there. It's annoying me that it's not, like, symmetrical. I don't think I can make it symmetrical. I accidentally made it. Yeah. Okay. We'll keep that one. And this will initially just be for, like, the beds. We also do not have enough straw. Funnily enough, oh no, not cooked eels. The cooked meat. Yeah, we need more straw already. Told you it was like a big thing that needed. Constantly. So we got some more hay. We can get that going. Our snares are doing a good enough job that we don't need to go and actively hunt at the moment. But we do need more hay and straw. So let's get someone doing that. What else have we unlocked? Oh, wall torch. That was it. I kind of stopped using the wall torches. I'm not gonna lie. Let's get a straw door. And over here it does tell you generally what you need to unlock. So, like, it does give you a general direction of, like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that. Also, the fishing will deplete the natural lake's reserves eventually. I've never had it happen and be a big thing. I am just gonna start putting... Oh, I did not mean to do that. I'm gonna start putting some stuff on the outside here. Like this hide shelf. This, let's move that there. Anything that doesn't require being inside. Oh, now we can get like a barn door, a branch gate, and a straw window. Which we will want the window, because if not they will complain it's dark. We also need the weavery. I've been holding off on that for some reason. What is it under? Is there? Rain does stop this. I keep on clicking, like, right-clicking, which cancels a job for some reason. Do not ask me why. And these allow, like, the animals and stuff to go through. So that's why they're kind of useful. Also, we can now clear all, which if I'm building, like, a room, I like to just do the clear all and get rid of everything, like, in the room. Which will also be harvesting the neeps. And we do need more straw. Like 100%. Oh, we've got like a load here. That's fine. Let's also just grow the reeds. Can I? Okay, probably not. That's enough reeds. Let's move that to the front because we do have the raw meat already. And we're still on 1 full day worth of food. So that's good. That's a positive sign. But I am going to leave this part here. Let me know if you enjoyed this. This is a slightly different video. And it is a lot more me just explaining what to do. But yeah, there's not much going on other than just explaining like how we're getting everything set up. It's not as dramatic as The Sims. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think about playing other games. Any other games that you have a suggestion for me to play. And if I've got it or I'm interested in playing it, I might. As I said, I do want to play some other games on this channel. I think I'm just going to stick to The Sims in this one just for now. But I will look into maybe playing some other games. I thought about doing like modded Minecraft. And I start recording videos. And like I record them and then I just never get around to editing them. Which, yeah, I just don't know how to edit Minecraft videos. Sims is kind of like easy enough, and this seems like it'll not be too hard. But yeah, Minecraft is a bit harder. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, bye!